Hi, hello. I think it happens to all of us. We sometimes meet people we haven't seen in a while, old friends from high school, summer camp, former jobs, and we start to exchange information. What you have become. Are you married? Do you have children, grandchildren? In my case, there's a moment when it becomes awkward. People ask me, what do you do in life? And I said, well, I became a minister, a member of the clergy. And there is this silence, very bizarre silence. And people often end up the silence by, oh, that's interesting. To the point that now I just say, I'm a minister, and I immediately add, and you don't have to say anything about it, that's okay. Now, we live in a society and time in which organized religion is not really the most popular, I would say. There's some kind of discourse that makes us, people of church, responsible for all the wars, the conflict, and the problem of our world. And yes, we have a part of responsibility in a lot of conflict and a lot of tragedies. Our institution made a lot of mistakes, but we should not exaggerate it, okay? Furthermore, we live in a time in this part of the world where, people were a secular society, but not necessarily a neutral society where all religion are treated the same. Many are advocating for rejection and to erase the religion in our world. They would say, oh, you can talk to your imaginary friend you call God in your living room. I don't care. But I don't want to hear anything in the public space. And this makes me think of the second chapter of Acts, because next Sunday, when I'm recording this, is Pentecost. And it's a well-known story. Jesus has returned to the Father. The disciples are inside a house waiting for something. The Spirit come in form of fire, and they're so excited. They go outside, they start to talk, and people from every corner of the world understand what they're saying. And at this point, some people in the crowd says, okay, nothing to see here. Those weirdos are probably drunk, And Peter's answer, I always find it weird, because he says, these men are not drunk because it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, sure. As if no man has been drunk at 9 a.m. Yeah. But I think the point of the story is the disciples are mocked by a few people in the crowd. And it have been so easy, and I would say almost normal, for them to go back immediately inside their building and live their faith by themselves and do their little things. But the result would be that nobody will remember the day of Pentecost, and we probably would not be here, because Christianity would not, at least not look like what it looks today. Now, the disciples had the courage to stay where they are, talk about their faith. And the text tells us that many joined their movement that day. I'm not saying that we should start preaching in the mall. Well, in a way, we cannot go in a mall. but in the corner street and proselytizing and trying to organize contests, and the one who converting the most people will win a trip, a fishing, kind of things like. No, I think it's an invitation to dare to be who we are, to talk about our values, our spirit, our faith, not to be ashamed of them. And not to, sometimes people will say, I cannot do this because I don't know the official position of the church on this or that. But I think, and I've said it a few times, one thing you cannot go wrong with is sharing our personal story, our value, our belief, why we're doing this, and what we have found or discovered, because this is our story. Nobody cannot say, no, it's not. Yes, it's our story. I know it's not easy. Oh, yes, it's not easy, because we don't want to be mocked. We don't want to be shut out. We don't want to be bullied. But the thing is, as in the story in Acts, and I believe that in our world, there are people who are interested to have those conversations. But they might be also shy. They might be in the corner. And if everybody stay in their own corner, nothing will happen. No conversation, no exchange, no discovery. It takes people who have the courage to dare speaking, opening up, or just saying, I'm doing this for this reason. You might agree, you might disagree. Hey, but I know I'm doing this for this reason. To dare to live our faith, our spirituality, our beliefs can be done inside our place, but also outside, as the book of Acts reminds us. And that's what I hope we will gain and remember and maybe put in action in the coming weeks and the coming months, saying, I'm not afraid of who I am. I'm not afraid of what is giving me life or motivate some part of my life or all my life. And that's the way it is. You agree with me? You disagree with me? Okay. But if you want to talk about it, I would be delighted to do so. Have a great week. Take care of yourself. As I'm recording this, it's a heat wave outside, so drink a lot of fluid. Stay inside if you can to protect yourself. And hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.